Okay, so for those of you who have forgotten, this is what your memory trick looks like. On Monday of last week in the warm up, there's a video of me creating the memory trick, and you created it in page 4 of your notebook. This is the shortened version. In page 4, we wrote the whole thing. So instead of putting C, we put convergent. But if you're taking a test, why write the whole word? You can just write the letter. You know what it means. So the first letter on top is the boundary. So C, D, T. Convergent, divergent, transform. The letters underneath it, so normally I'm not going to lie, when I write it on paper, I put a line underneath each boundary because, hey, because this top letter is your boundary. The letters underneath it are the landforms that are created. So at a convergent boundary, we can get mountains, trenches, or volcanoes. At a divergent boundary, we can get rifts or ridges. At a transform boundary, we get faults and earthquakes. So you remember it by saying you see MTV, like the channel, you see MTV, Doctor, and TFE, or I like to spell it TEF, so TEF. Now, tomorrow when you're taking the test and you have a question that says, which of these landforms could be created at a divergent boundary? And in your head, you're trying to picture, okay, the plates are pulling apart and you can't remember what's created there. You use your memory trick. It has to start with an R or an R. So it has to be a rift or a ridge. When you see a question that says, what boundary creates trenches? You find T for trench, and you know that it has to be a convergent boundary. So this memory trick helps you from making careless mistakes, because what happens is y'all do well on your notes and your assignments, and then you get to a test with a lot of words, and you forget which boundary volcanoes are at, or trenches are at, or rifts or ridges, or you mix them up. But if you write this down before your test and you use it, then you can double check yourself to make sure you're not mixing anything up. And that is how you use your memory trick. So just write this on a piece of paper or type it in a Google Docs and submit it today as your warm-up.